What was the most impressive thing about tonight's win, in your opinion?
10 minutes before the game, 15 minutes before the game, you could sense in the locker room that the guys believe. That doesn't matter. They know that we're missing some players. Cam's not playing, but it doesn't matter. All the excuses are there, and they're even thinking about it all. They're locked in on the game.
I don't know if we got an explanation why Barry didn't play.
Hamstring tightness.
Okay. So in absence of him, we saw White step up. We saw the Alpha step up.
Yeah.
How much confidence does that give you and your team going forward, knowing that you can have guys who can step in when an ball like that is missing?
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in those guys regardless. This team was built with those two, specifically Isaiah and Will, in mind as key players. Will toughed one out. He was completely sick the last week. I wasn't even sure he was going to play. When we flew over, I was thinking he's probably not playing in this one. And he gave us 34 minutes. So, yeah, both of those guys, big heart, big skill. I really loved them.
Going into this game, were you aware that you were going to throw Alex into this game and he was going to provide that sort of impact defensively, especially?
So we've been in the coach's office. We've been kind of joking the last 2 weeks. Not joking. If I had some guts, I'd play Alex McNaught. He's been getting better and better every practice, and he's kind of been proving that he's ready for the opportunity. This was way better than I thought he would play. Yeah, I'm very proud of him and how he stepped up. He did the things that he does great. He did the things that we love him for. You could see he wasn't scared of the moment. He came out there and competed, just like we're in Nelson. So, yeah, I'm very proud of him.
Alex, what was that like out there guarding, names that are sort of prominent in the league? Carl Adnam, your block on Mitch Creek, things like that. Going up against those guys, how confident were you in yourself that you'd be able to provide that sort of impact?
I mean, I think to start it was pretty surreal. Like, for me, I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be playing this game. I knew there was injuries, I knew there was sickness and all that sort of stuff, but I didn't know I was going to be playing. So when I stepped in, it was like, obviously, first of all, nerves. I haven't touched the court before, but the moment I stepped on, it was just, this is what I live for. Like, I love basketball, and I get to do my job. I get to play defense against, like, Mitch has been in the NBA. Like, that's some supreme talent. Kyle used to play for the Giants. I had a nice word to him afterwards. Yeah, he had a bit in my ear, but I'm fine with that. That was all cool, and he's an awesome guy and he's awesome to play against. But I was playing with 4 other dudes on the court at the same time that were all there to help me, all had confidence in me, and that was the way I got through it.
So I know you referenced some of the reasons why maybe tonight was the night, but you obviously weren't aware that you were playing, but then why tonight so early in the game?
I was aware you were playing, and this is why we spoke and shoot around.
Yeah.
And I told you, be ready to play. So, yeah, I would 100%. We came into the game with 3 guards. So we had Ryan, Will, and Isaiah. We had Mody. We had Dan Fotu, who was nursing his way back from an injury. It was either playing Alex or playing big. The reality always forces us coaches to make decisions. For us to go big, we needed Mitch Creek to be off the floor because we don't want to match up Rob Lowe with Mitch Creek. Not a great look for us. Mitch was in, so Noddy was up.
Sort of the end of the third quarter, it felt like South East Melbourne was making a push, down to around 15, I think they were. And then probably the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter felt like on both ends, you guys were able to break it open.
Good. Is that a question? What's the question?
Where did you see the game change to start? And did you have the confidence in such a new group entering the fourth quarter on the road being challenged?
This was the first time. We've been through a bunch of stuff through preseason and the games that we had, but except for the Melbourne United game where we were up significantly but very early in the game, this was the first time we had a lead kind of late. It was interesting to see how my guys responded. We are lacking 2 of our main veterans in Cam and Tom, so these are kind of the settling forces within our group. But there's a lot of character in there. And for us, when things get shaky, it gets down to defense and rebounding. And when we do that well, then we can hang with any team in the league.
And just on Rayan, first start, you mentioned certainly the first few minutes of the game, he was really aggressive offensively, looking to score as well. And we saw a little bit of that in the Blitz, but probably his first real opportunity for major minutes, I guess, during the regular season. How did you see him?
And he was great for us in Tasmania. Played 18 minutes, I think, in Tasmania and made 2 huge plays down the stretch where the game got tight and gave us 2 great drives to the rim. One was a make, one was a foul. Ryan is an incredible talent. Everybody knows this. but he fits our system very, very well. He can do a little bit more, but the things that we ask him to do within our structure fit him perfectly. And when he does that aggressively, good things happen. I'm sure he's going to get better and better. Well, 18-year-olds tend to, and nobody outworks this kid. So I'm sure he's going to just be better and better as long as the season progresses.
Yeah, Mody, how happy for Rob Lowe are you to have a performance like that? I think he's got 9 straight points himself in that fourth quarter and broke the game wide open. And it hasn't been the easiest last couple of years for him, but how happy for him are you to have a performance like that?
Yeah, very, very, very happy. Rob has gone through a tough stretch the last 2 years, and he has been the absolute partner since this preseason started. He came in ready to work, buying into his role, buying into what we want to do. I think the biggest compliment he got was that he was voted into our leadership group, which meant that his peers also see his work, and a big game like this was just waiting to happen.
And what about for Izzy as well? How much do you think that meant for him to come back into this building and to have 10 assists in a game for the first time and to have a win against his former team?
Yeah, I'm sure it meant a lot to him, and for me it means a lot to see his growth as a point guard. Shot wasn't dropping for him, but he stayed aggressive, and he kept making plays for his teammates. This for me is the biggest area where Isaiah keeps growing, and for us to be a great team, he needs to keep growing. So I'm very proud of him that he was able to do it in a game that obviously means a little bit more than any other game. It's a very good sign.
And last one from me, how much are you looking forward to getting back home now for another home game on Thursday night?
I mean, we have another game before, so we're going to Illawarra now, ready to take on Tyler Harvey and the Hawks, and after that we'll come home and we'll think about it. But for now, I'm dreaming about them.
Hey, Mark here.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Yeah, congrats on the win, mate.
Thank you.
Can you just speak to, I guess, how notable this was for you winning in an arena? I don't think you've won in 4 years. I think you're on an 11-game losing skid against the Melbourne teams there.
Thanks for reminding me.
On the road, undermanned, all those sort of factors. How notable was this result for you guys?
Honestly, yeah, it means a lot to me. Means a lot to me that we were able to overcome kind of the circumstances that were thrown at us. With a young team and missing its leaders, this is one of the things that as a coach you kind of worry about. And I'm very happy about the quality of the men that I have in this locker room.
And Barry and Cam, are they any chance to play Monday?
Fingers crossed. Cam has been really sick. I think he might be okay. Barry, we need to see how the hamstring goes. We're not going to risk him. There's a chance, but not 100%.
And just lastly, you said from minute one this year, this team's going to hang its hat on defence.
Yep.
Are you seeing that characteristic emerge from your club 3 games in?
I think so. What I see for sure is a bunch of people that compete all the time. There's never possessions that we take off. There's a lot of areas where I want to be better defensively. Some of it has to do to personnel, some of it has to do to scheme, some of it has to do to just us getting better within our stuff. But I definitely see a team that competes, that lays it all on the line, and that's the foundation for a good defense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all on Zoom as well. Thanks, guys.
All good?
All good?
Good.
Thank you.